Today's meeting is on how to use the power clip to create a better design. On the screen you would see a skin. In this case it's a 4x8 arch. The first thing you need to do is ungroup it. Up here you have two buttons, ungroup and group all. I'm going to hit the ungroup button, and since there are different layers you may need to do that a few times. In this case I did not need to. As you can see, the boxes are all around the white part of the sign, which is where I want to power clip into. I'm next going to import. Use the import button, or if you're using the toolbox you can drag over. I'm going to import a designer, or excuse me, in this case a photo. Now I could simply place her on the sign like that, and that would be my design. But using the power clip I can make a much better design. The first thing I'm going to do is click on it, and I'm going to go to Effects, Power Clip, and Place Inside Container. That didn't just disappear. It's now simply part of the container, or in this case the white part of the sign. I'm going to go back to Effects, Power Clip, and I'm going to edit that. Now I could have just placed her right here like that, but since I have the power clip button, I can now let her run essentially off of the sign, increasing the size of what I may want to have on the sign, and not worrying about needing to cut it. That is what I'm looking for right there. I think that makes a better looking sign. I'm going to go back to Effects, Power Clip, Finishing, Editing. As you can see now I've got a much closer view of what I'm trying to accomplish, and in my opinion a much better looking design. It also enables me to cut out a part of a logo that I may not want to have. For example, and I'm going to hit the undo button here today, my favorite button, eliminates mistakes. I'm going to undo what we've done. Okay, and now I'm going to import something that, let's say I want only part of the logo. In this example here, I don't want to have everything you see there. Let's say I just want to have, in this case, just the bride and the groom on the sign. And I don't want to have all that other background. So by using the power clip, I can place it in the sign, and not only have I got a closer view, but I've cut out parts that I no longer want on the sign. So power clip enables you to get much closer on a photograph and to eliminate parts that you do not need or want. Another example of a power clip would be a background. Let's say I wanted to bring this background in. Bring it in there. When you're power clipping, you've got to be able to click on the background, so don't cover it completely. As you can see here, I have not. Now I'm going back into Effects, Power Clip, and I'm going to edit it. And now I can bring it in and put it the exact way that I want it. That's perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Back to Effects, Power Clip, Finishing, Editing. And now the background fits absolutely perfect in the way that I want. Another tool that I use either with power clipping or with, in a lot of cases in a photograph especially, is that I may want to fade part of the photograph to make the design look a little bit better. So let me give you a good example with that. I'm going to bring in the flag, and I'm going to power clip it in. And then I'm going to go back to Edit, Power Clip, Edit the content. I'm going to put it in the sign the way I would like to have it. But now I want to have some room for copy. So what I'm going to do is underneath the blend tool, if you go down to transparency and click on it, and pick a spot where maybe you would want to see the lettering start, and take this almost to the end and let it go. And now I've faded part of this so that I can fit better copy on. Go back up to Effects, Power Clip, Finish and Editing Tool. Now I still have the photograph on there, but I faded part of it, enabling me to put text over top of it and not have that much of a contrast between, or better contrast I should say, between the background and the font. So today we've talked about how to power clip onto the skin of the sign, how to use your fade tool to create better copy space, and again, how to use the power clip to fit things on the sign and to sometimes enlarge the photograph.